Hello YouTube. Welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and having a pretty good day today. And we went just now. I put an ad on Craigslist to see if anybody had any old used treadmills. And sure enough, somebody called or sent me a message, said I got one, come and get it. And I was just looking online last night to try to find an MC60 controller board. Well, they wanted like 40-50 bucks for one, and I thought, let me wait. Sure enough, I get one today for free. So it goes to show you that things worked out, and I'll show you what we got. What do you think? We got us a Proform, and Proform, from what I understand, used that MC60 board, and as you can see, right there it is, MC60. So now we've got the board that we're going to use for the bandsaw, and now we get to take this thing apart. Alright guys, now that we got that thing apart, I've got the motor that I would like to use on the bandsaw. I got it hooked into the transformer in line over to the black on the motor side. Then I've got the red going to the red side on the motor side. I've got the green going to ground. And I've got the switch hooked up into the AC side and the white hooked up. Then I got the potentiometer off of the other treadmill that I had, and I've got it hooked in where it's supposed to go, red, white, and black. And now we get to test it out and see if it works. So let's plug it up, make sure our switch is off, plug it up, turn our switch on. Alright, we've got our LED light on the board coming on. Now let's try this bad boy out. Variable speed works. I believe we have a working motor. And that's probably all the faster we need this thing to run right there. So that'll work. Alright, so now instead of this switch, I don't know if you can see that, instead of using this switch, this will run to the switch on the bandsaw. So when it's finished cutting, it'll automatically shut off. So now we get to put this back on the bandsaw and try it out. But that's going to be for a later date. This is just to show you that I did get a treadmill today and got the MC60. All the Proforms so far, as far as I know, have the MC60 controller, which is the simplest controller from what I understand. Now I did get this. I got another one of these. The other one I took apart trying to modify it, and it didn't work out too well, so now I've got another one. This is an AC motor. This runs off of the AC power, not DC power. I thought it was DC power. So now we understand why it wouldn't work. So we'll use that on another build one day. I want to do a whole lot more research on these treadmill incline motors and what we can use this for. it's a shame that they put that kind of motor on it, because you can't really put a DC motor on it because of the way it's set up. So it's a nice gearbox. So I've seen something else that might work better for these gearboxes, or for gearbox and motor, and that's the ones out of a wheelchair. They're 24 volt, and I'm thinking about using a wheelchair motor as soon as I can find one. I might put an ad up for that too. If I can get a treadmill, I'm sure I can get an old wheelchair. So there's that. Now I would like to take a moment to update everybody on the Go602 lathe. As everybody's noticed, I've taken that post, or my video down on Grizzly. Now I've done that for a reason. They made good on their honor. I got an email this morning, or about 3 or 4 hours ago, and they said that they looked over everything again and realized that they had been told about that before my warranty run out. So, and they apologized to me, but I'm gonna tell you, I was ready to give up on Grizzly. That's not right. When I say something to somebody, and I know that everybody can't, or these big companies can't take the word of everybody, because you got so many people out there lying to them, and just to get something for free. I understand that, but at the same time, I've already bought the lathe off of them. I've already bought the mill off of them. I was planning on one day getting, and that may be sooner than we think. I wanted to put a bandsaw in here that was from Grizzly also, so that everything kind of matched. And who knows, maybe later down the road do a drill press. But I was kind of insulted that they acted like they didn't believe that I had spoken to that many people and not once got documented. Well, apparently somebody did document it. One of them, or all of them, did document that I had told them about this problem and it needed to be fixed. So I was prepared to boycott them, and I had good reason to. So, all in a nutshell, they straightened it up and made things right. So I guess we're back to being okay with Grizzly. But it's a shame. It really is a shame that you have to go through drastic measures to get somebody to do something right. I was mad mostly because I had to give a bad review, and I had a lot of plans for all these Grizzly tools for upgrades and modifications and stuff like that, and they're perfect candidates for making upgrade videos. And I want to put power feed on stuff. I want to put a some kind of a lead screw 12 volt power, so I can reverse my lead screw, because it won't feed backwards. It'll only feed towards the head. So I was planning on making that modification somewhere down the road. It could be a year, but thought was still there for me to do that. So they made it right, and I just wanted to do this video to let everybody know that's why I took the video down, because they made it right, and I felt that there was no need to go any further with that, because they did see the error in their system and fixed it. So, but if, I believe wholeheartedly that if I hadn't put the video up, that I would have never got anything out of it, because they would have had no reason to be embarrassed enough to do, you know, to make things right. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. That don't mean that that's correct. It don't mean that it's not correct. It just means that I believe that if I hadn't put the video up, they would have never batted an eye at it. It would have been swept under the rug and been done with it. But that stands true with every company out there. You know, if there's no flack, out of sight, out of mind. So, anyway, I've got all the necessary stuff to go ahead and start the bandsaw project, and we're going to go ahead and see if it works out. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. I sure am. So they are sending me a part for the GO602 lathe. So look for that video to come up. I've got the bandsaw video coming up, and I've also got the box for the battery, the 9-volt battery to put on my mill. I'll probably throw that in one of the two, the bandsaw or the lathe video. It's just as simple as putting some two-sided tape on the back side of it, stick it up there, and hook my battery up. That's a 2-second video. So you guys have a good one. Later.